That moment in the cookie aisle, that's food noise. It's that voice that says, one more won't hurt. And for years, I gave into that. But now I have a system in place that helps me avoid all of that and shut it down immediately.
347. All right, let's go.
So when I get those cravings, I think about things that I like and I dislike. For example, one of the thoughts that come to mind is when I go clothes shopping. Unfortunately, it's not a lot of option for big guys who's 450 pounds or women of the same caliber, right? We try to find clothes, things flattering. We want to look like our smaller counterparts and look good, feel confident in what we're wearing. Unfortunately, when we go to the stores, it's nothing for us. And if we do have something, it's so big with no shape. It's not flattering at all. And so I pretty much, at that point, when I was at 450, I didn't want to really go clothes shopping because I felt like, what was the point? I don't want to go out the house looking like I'm wearing a plastic bag.
I'm going to be brutally honest with you here, Mike. Given your track record, your options are going to be extremely limited.
Now, that's just my experiences. I can't speak for other people my size and larger, or who knows, maybe even a little smaller. But from my experiences, that's what I encountered, and it wasn't an enjoyable thing. So that's one of the things. Another thing would be when I go to the amusement parks with my family. I recently made a short video that basically showed how I felt. There was times I couldn't get on the ride. I was the parent that sat on the side while the kids and everybody ran off, and I just held the stuff just because I couldn't fit on the ride. It's embarrassing, it's uncomfortable. You feel like you're missing out on things with your family, and people may not want to talk about it because it's embarrassing, but I'm here to bring it out to the light because it's important. And that's why I'm out here trying to lose weight and get in shape now. I have a bodybuilding dream as well, but before that, the goal is to be healthy and be in shape so I can enjoy things like getting on rides at the theme park with my kids and, just having a good time and creating those memories. And I don't want weight issues to be the thing that hinder me from doing that. That's the second thing. The third thing, which is probably one of the most embarrassing things to me, and it's been since 2016, 2017. I had a guys trip. We got on a flight. I was a bigger guy. I bought the exit row seat so I can have extra room. Unfortunately, I couldn't fit the seatbelt. So the stewardess, they do their announcements, things of that nature to make sure that you can help people in the case of an emergency. We have to exit the plane. I felt confident that I could do that. However, she noticed I couldn't put on the seatbelt. She asked me that I needed an extender. I knew nothing about it, but I accepted it. She made the next comment of, well, if I give you an extender, you have to leave this seat and go to a regular seat. Tell me why, oh why does that make sense? It does not make sense at all to me. If I'm already large, you're gonna give me an extended seatbelt, but then tell me I have to go sit to the regular seat, which I can't fit anyway. But needless to say, all of that was embarrassing because she's speaking loudly. So, that was the situation. Those three situations, those different things that's happened to me in the past are some of the reasons. Those are my fears or my dislikes that I think about when I'm getting ready to make these decisions of giving in to this craving or not giving in to this craving. So, my actions. What I do when those cravings come up.
Finally!
I'll just give you a few of them. Maybe you guys might have some as well. I'm hoping you do. You can leave some comments down below. But some of the things that I do. Let's see. First things first. When I'm at home, I do work from home, by the way. I'm in the IT field. When I work from home, if I have a craving for something sweet, because sweet is my weakness, I tend to go make me a high protein meal. High protein meal for me could be 93.7 lean ground beef with a side of jasmine rice and maybe some vegetables. I tend to drink a lot of water as well. Now with that, I got a small little thing that I learned about myself. When I have those cravings and I go eat a lean meal like that, that's high in protein, if I go and lay down, give my food time to digest, when I wake up, I feel great. It's the best feeling in the world. So the next action, I know it's not a perfect situation, but sometimes you're going to give in to the cravings. I say if you give in to the cravings, it's fine, but do it in moderation. For me, one of my cravings is Chick-fil-A chocolate chip cookies.
Ooh, you know what would be right here for dinner? Bust it open.
Beautiful. They're fantastic. Some really good cookies when they're fresh. Now, be honest, I used to kill 6 cookies easy, no problem. Now, because of my goals, if I have the craving, I try to stay away from them. But if I do absolutely feel like I need to have them, I have them in moderation. I cut mine down to 3 cookies. I know 6 cookies with Chick-fil-A is over 2,000 something calories. 3 cookies is a decent amount of cookies too, but you know, I'm not perfect. I'm working my way down. Eventually I'll be down to 2 or 1, but regardless, if you want something and you can't avoid it, have it in moderation. And as long as you're doing more good than bad, you're gonna be good. So that's my second action. And then the third thing as well, this is the most important action. If you give in and you just go Incredible Hulk, just smashing everything.
Eating is a sport for me. Like, that's what I imagine sports in my head. Like,
you made the big mistake. You said, I'm going to eat in moderation. You had that thing, whatever that may be, and unfortunately, you went overboard. Now you feel guilty. You feel terrible. You feel like your whole diet is out the window. What you won't do, let me repeat this again. For everybody in the audience, what you will not do, you will not use the lingo that I hear people say all the time. And I'm not doing this either. I'm going to start again next week.
Because I heard them first. I said, hold on. I said, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I'm going to start refresh, brand new next week. No messing up. Everything's going to be perfect. New year, new me, but it starts next week. The problem with that is next week is probably 5 to 6 days away. So that means if you start next week off of this bad decision this bad meal you just had, you're going to pretty much eat bad meals every day until then and keep telling yourself, I'm going to start next week. That's a bad thing to do. That's a bad habit. You will put so much extra calories on your body based off of that next week goal. So I say, you have a bad meal. Yeah, it's terrible. You feel guilty. There's nothing you can do about it, right? Besides go out, take a walk, let it digest, stay active, try to burn as much as possible. But honestly, what you do, you start on your very next meal. You start on your very next meal. Don't wait until next week. Your very next meal, let that be your healthy choice. Let it be the meal that bring back balance to your diet, to what your diet looks like to you. Simple as that. You will feel so great about yourself. And if you do that, you may even forget about the fact that you had that bad meal because you got back on it so quick that you didn't even realize. You didn't even notice. So I say you have a bad meal, the very next meal, you get back on track. It's like it never even happened. We're not going to do it again. It's a thing of the past. We're not worrying about little things like that anymore. All right. So with that being said, that's pretty much how I feel about cravings. That's how I handle my cravings. And, you know, again, if you guys have comments, what do you do? Drop it in the comment. But other than that, thank you again for subscribing, liking, and leaving comments. And until next week, when I do my Sunday weekly weigh-ins, you guys have a blessed day. And see y'all again. Roll to 240, baby. Let's go.